Hello, my name is Jessica Argueta, and the unit number 1 is Introduction to the Legal English. And then we have the content for this presentation, Public and Private Law. This is the agenda, and then we have 4 important points: public law. Public bodies such as a central and local government have to obey the law. The two sub-branch, administrative and criminal law. And then we have the third point, there is private law and two sub-branch. And the public law is the part of law that governs relation between legal person and a government, between different institutions within a state, between a different branch of government, as well as relationship between persons that are of direct concern to society. And for public law, the above areas of public can be further elaborated as follows. The constitutional law governs the primary organ of the government, while the administrative branch governs the agencies which use regulatory powers over the state. Thus, public law can be labeled as the portion of law that is concerned with the powers, rights, duties, capacities, and incapacities of government and its delegated authorities. The next one, then we have one example. Public authorities need to act according to the public law principles. This implies that they must follow some of the few principles. Then we have more example for this. Functional legitimately, public authorities must follow the law. They must not misuse their powers or do anything which they are not legally authorized to do. And also act rationality and follow use procedures. The next one is sub-branches of public law. The first one is administrative law. Is a division of law that governs the activities of executive branch agencies of government. Administrative law concern executive branch rulemaking, and executive branch rules are generally referred to as a regulation, adjudication, or the enforcement of law. Well, with this, the administrative law, then we have one common example is a hearing before an administrative law judge to determine whether one is entitled to receive medical service. Another example is an FDA hearing to determine whether a drug is safe for marketing. Finally, other administrative hearings may include when property owners seek to obtain a variance. And then we have another examples for administrative law. For instance, government office engaged in the arrangement of entire or pension schemes, revenue, sustenance, and child benefits. And then we have another consent for administrative law, the body of regulation that governments have created to control the activity of industry, business, and individual. And another example for administrative laws include tax law, health codes, environment restriction, building codes, and immigrations. The next one. Sorry. The next one is criminal law. is the body of law relates to crime. It prescribes conduct per se as treatment, harmful or otherwise, endangering to the properly health, safety, and moral welfare of people inclusive of oneself. Most criminal law is established by statute, which is to say that the laws are enacted by a legislator. So refer. Okay, then we have an example for criminal law. In this image, we can see the rights and obligation of individual in society. Did the defendant commit a crime? Which crime did the defendant commit? Does the defendant have a defense? And then we have a criminal procedure. Individuals' rights during in criminal process. And did the government act legally when investigating, arresting, and prosecuting the defendant? And the last one is also image. Civil law versus criminal law. I found liable, the defendant has to compensate the plaintiff. And the criminal law, I found guilt, the accused can be incarcerated and fined. And the last one, also we one more function of criminal law. Helps keep order in society, to enforce moral standards based on the norms and beliefs of Canadians, helps deter people from committing crimes, protects people from harms to themselves or their property. And then we have punish people for their wrongdoing, retribution, punish the provided act by paying back society and balancing the scales of justice. And the last one, rehabilitates or help those who have already harmed society and reintegrate them back into society. Okay, it's all for my part.
Hi, my name is Teresa Magdalena Lopez Sanchez, and in today's video, I'm going to continue talking about the sub-branches of law. So, I'm going to talk about the private law. Private law has many sub-branches, but in this occasion, I'm talk about the family law, as you can see, and the business law too. Family law. It is concerned with matters relating to family life, thus the law relating to marriage and divorce, custody of children, financial support, matrimonial property, inheritance and succession, etc. The purpose of family law are based on the survival, permanence, and continuity of the family, seeking the way to perpetuate the species and protect it, and at the same time to give the necessary protection to all the family members that make up the nucleus. Family law is a legal practice area that focuses on issues involving family relationships, such as marriage, adoption, divorce, and child adoptee, child custody, also, and among others. Attorneys practicing family law can represent clients in family court proceedings or in related negotiations. They can also draft important legal documents such as court petitions or property agreements. Some family law attorneys even specialists in adoption, paternity, emancipation, or other matters not usually related to divorce. The matter of family encompasses so many life aspects. Lawyers in the field therefore help all kinds of people facing all kind of sensitive issues that many people wouldn't immediately assume go under the family law umbrella. Its main features are as follows. It has a broad moral or ethical. The social interest prevails over the people's interest. Its norms are included in the public order, so they are imperative and unable. The autonomy principle of the will doesn't apply in matters related to the family law. And for family law, the word community implies parents, children, and some people who are attached to them with a bond of affection, blood, or love. Uh, it is responsible for regulating relations equally and granting hierarchies. So, some examples of this family law are divorce, dissolution, and financial separation, children, paternity, residence, contact, and parental responsibility. This can also include adoption, surrogacy, child abduction, and even abuse, neglect, rights of the child, taking into account the ability of the child to make their own decisions, domestic abuse, etc. So the next sub-branch that I'm going to explain is the business law. The business law covers all the laws which apply to the rights, relations, and conduct of persons and businesses engaged in commerce, merchandise, trade, and sales. Business law, which is also referred to as mercantile or commercial law, is the group of rules that governs the dealings um, between individuals or companies involved in commercial matters. These laws can be enacted by international or national legislation, agreement, and convention. This branch of law relates to the liabilities, duties, and legal rights of individuals of businesses involved in transactions that relate to merchandise, sales, commerce, and trade, as I told you before. Business law includes private and public laws as a part of civil laws. Business law may govern legal aspects such as insurance, accident, life, marine, or fire, relationship between principal and agent, banking, indemnity and warranty, carriage by land or sea, partnership, and well, you might encounter business law when dealing with creditor and consumer protection insurers or will and estate planning. Other examples include managing, starting, buying, or selling a business, managing contractors, and working with employees. The two main areas, of business law are regulation of bankruptcy, partnership, agency, uh, company laws for commercial entities, and regulation of contract law or commercial transactions. Some examples of business law are employment law, immigration law, consumer goods sales, contract drafting, negotiations, litigations, antitrust, intellectual property, taxes, etc. So this is my participation and thank you for your attention. Have a good day.